Nickelodeon All Star Brawl just released info about Ren and Stimpy, and we have a guest star of the VO for this actual announcement of the spotlight. It seems that CONEY got his hands in everything. This man right now is able to be talking about Ren and Stimpy, and I know he loved them so much and he played them a lot. I'm super excited to see what he thinks about it, but here we go. Nick's first duo are back in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2. The twosome return with an all-new look and playstyle guaranteed to bring happiness and joy. I'm excited that they're actually changing a lot of the movesets and making them really cool and different, because obviously we played the first game, so it's going to be different, hopefully. Now let's see what CONEY thinks, and we'll go through this video a little bit more. All right, let's see what CONEY has to say.
Howdy, everyone. This is CONEY, and today we'll be looking at Ren and Stimpy, who have once again joined forces to throw down in Nickelodeon
the new skin
All
from
Star
Danny
Brawl
Phantom.
2. Ren and Stimpy's moveset and design has been completely refreshed since they last joined us in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 1, with a new focus on controlling space and playing defensively with their high air mobility, slow projectile, and solid range.
That's great.
Some of their aerial attacks have surprising speed and size, so just as you think you can attack them for hitting your block or for missing an attack in front of you, they can drift away right back to safety, potentially turning the situation in their favor. Their
they have sauce
special,
now.
Log is a great complement to their defensive style. The log bounces off of opponents and can be thrown in 3 different directions based on how you hold the control stick after pressing the special button.
I thought so.
Up lobs the log high into the air. Down is a shallow toss that stays close to the ground.
It's gonna be crazy.
Neutral/horizontal is somewhere in between. The slime version of this move can't be angled, but the log is much
big chungus log. Oh.
As for their other special attacks, their side special, Beep Beep, is a car that can be
big
a
old
great
wiener
way to escape any precarious-looking situation or return to the stage. Next up, their down special, First Fart, is a counter that builds up a meter which keeps track of how much damage they've blocked.
Oh,
if you press the
like
special
Joker
button again during the move, the meter is expended through a powerful blast of gas.
Oh, it's like Wario
Finally, for
Joker,
their up
holy
special,
shit.
Stimpy hits the big red button on the History Eraser, a massive explosion that sends them flying upwards.
I like this. Dude, they look great. Look at how they look.
While Ren and Stimpy don't necessarily have the best speed or power, they have plenty of ways to get themselves out of danger and create chaos on the battlefield.
Steve Jr.
Also, in case you haven't noticed, during some moves like their light down or forward attacks, both Ren and Stimpy are capable of hitting their opponents with different knockback angles and power.
That's so crazy to me.
During these types of attacks, Ren will knock opponents away a bit harder, while Stimpy keeps opponents closer and positions them better for combos.
They're going to be complex, for sure. What the hell is that throw?
If you're a fan of a more defensive style of play, then Ren and Stimpy are the pair for you. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more character spotlights. And let us know who you're most excited to play in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2.
How wholesome. And it's awesome to hear CONEY's voice on this stuff, dude. That's actually amazing. Well, I didn't expect them to have a lot to show us, but they completely did rework them, and they made it so that they have different hitboxes. Like that's kind of nuts. Being able to actually have 2 different sides of a move was something that wasn't really, I don't think, as happening as often in the other game. In SB1, they had sort of just like static moves, and now that Ren actually knocks him back further, and Stimpy has like a close quarter combat type feel, I feel like it's going to be really interesting. There's not really a lot of characters in gaming that have a duality like that outside of Ice Climbers and a few others, but they're usually not like this, where like they actually have different moves and different hurt boxes depending on what shifts. Like if they have a hitbox that comes out, they have a different move on each side. Like Ren can hit a little bit further away, and it makes sense. So you're going to want to edge guard with Ren more, and Stimpy you want to keep them close, maybe low percents, and then high percents you go to Ren. So it's always going to be, I think this character is going to be really interesting. Looking at the slime cancel stuff and having the slime be a big log is really interesting. It's kind of weird that it doesn't linger as long, sort of. Like just one hit and that's it. I would figure it would stick around longer, but it'd probably be OP. You can see right there, it hits through April's camera, which I thought was crazy too. And if you see like the meter right here that we're talking about for the Joker style thing, where it's a counter / it's a fart meter. Like he can literally get a waft when he, I guess, just either edge guards when he gets a counter, or if he just feels like dropping it when he has that amount. And I wonder if it like sustains through stocks and lives. I'm not really sure if it actually lives through stocks and stuff, but if it did, that's gonna be kind of strong if it does persist. But if it doesn't, then it's not as insane, but it's still pretty strong. Just looking at their movesets and looking at what they do, they had a throw earlier that I thought was crazy, but this is what I'm talking about. They have the different moves on each side. Really cool. I like that a lot. Ren and Stimpy look like they're gonna be really interesting. I might actually try to commit to them a little bit and try and see how I feel about them. There's so many characters to try in this game, and that whole back air or whatever that thing is where Ren and Stimpy's feet are out or whatever is kind of nuts, and then the final smash type thing right here is cool too. But let me know what you guys think about Ren and Stimpy, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Soldier, goodbye. Subscribe.